Alright, we got Mastro in the teal playing Vesper versus Battleberg, a newcomer to the community, playing Wulfar in the black.
Okay. It's always nice to see them.
Yeah, we had a lot of new, well, not, I wouldn't say like a lot, but we've had a few new people come into this qualifier, which has been nice to see. One of them actually
Yeah.
going into the second round, which is very exciting to see as
Cool.
well.
Yeah. It
Uh,
was a lot more than when I was getting into Wargroove for the first time, which is nice.
yes. Yeah, it's good to see new people. And you know, they're playing Wulfar, so they haven't fallen into the trap of picking a low tier. Which sometimes you'll see new people coming in and they're just like, "Oh, I love the like thematics of Sigrid,"
No!
and it's
Don't
like,
fall for it.
yeah, and you know, like Sigrid can be good on some maps, but yeah, like,
I mean, why play Sigrid when you have Wulfar, you know?
I'd actually say like Dusty Oasis, like Sigrid has some really cool stuff she can do that Wolfar doesn't get. But
I mean, I don't know on Wargroove 2, but I know in Wargroove 1 it was either like the map would like if you Sigrid suffered from just being like in between two COs that did their job better, like Elodie and Wulfar just did both things that Sigrid could do, but in a better way, you know?
yeah, and ooh, anyway, we're looking at a bit of a
Ooh,
rough start to this
sorry, yeah.
game. Yeah, I mean, okay, actually attacking into the sword's not a bad option. They don't get the knockdown on this fortified, but they get to do a little bit of damage and they'll run back and
The
heal off
ma
that village.
yeah, it looks like Mastro is gonna hold on to the logging camp for a bit, so that's
Yeah,
gonna give a lot of free gold, basically.
yeah, that's going to be a big difference. And oh, yeah, it takes that sword
Yeah.
down as well. This is looking pretty like one-sided already, but we'll see. You know, can Battleberg make something work out here? They're not doing too bad outside of this. I think if they'd hit the lumber mills both dogs, they would have knocked it down, which you know is a bit of damage to take on one of the dogs, but that does help. But
Yeah, losing both fortified and logging camp is a little unfortunate, but like this is still early enough to be playable.
yeah,
You
and
know,
yeah,
you
Wolfar's
can play for some stuff.
yeah,
Wolfar's doing
Wolfar's
stuff.
got groove already, so you know he's actually in a position to use it. Ooh, no
Ooh,
capture on the
that's not
tower
capped. Ooh.
or the back village either. So yeah,
I don't
Master.
think I don't think necessarily capping the tower is that huge a deal, but the naval front's advancing and they have nothing over there. So
On this map, you actually really need air.
you do?
Yeah, there's a back capture that you
Crazy.
do with an air trooper that's really important, and as well as you know, if you have a dragon and your opponent can't build witches, that's actually a really big problem.
Ah, yeah,
I'll
that
jump in
is.
for a second. My opponent is sending, yeah, the riverboat to cap that back village. Didn't forget about it completely, but
Oh, okay.
maybe didn't see that the sword could get it, which
Oh.
is fair. It's hard to see that the water village can get captured by land units if you aren't used to the game.
Oh, I think that's a dead
Yeah.
Wolfar. I think warship just goes to a beach and shoots Wolfar in the face.
No, don't do it.
We're gonna find out shortly. As soon as Master finishes doing everything else on the map.
Taking the fortified for good measure, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is good practice to like make sure you're playing the rest of the map correctly. But yeah, that warship's gonna, if not kill
On the
Wolfar, like get close. Oh yeah, that nope.
Yeah,
Just shoots him in the face. That's game one.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
I mean, I
for
guess this is just a lesson for putting your commander on a beach or river tile.
yeah, I mean they were really far forward on low health too. They didn't even finish off the fortified, which is unfortunate. But yeah,
Yeah. Dangerous of
Yes.
on a lone CO.
So my opponent never healed Wolf for this game, and you know, very new player, but hyped to play the game, and that's all you need.
yeah.
I mean, you can learn pretty quickly in this game. Just like, oh, I did these two things like incorrectly. Wow, I'm like 10,000% better. I'm gonna have much more fun of a time fighting next time, you know? Because it's like pretty quick improvements you can do.
I'm gonna
Get
hop in
yourself.
and say something that is a reference back to what we were saying at the start. If they'd been playing Sigrid, they could have eaten the warship. They actually would have had the
You're
groove workout.
right. You're
I mean, I
so
wouldn't have
right.
built it.
Yeah.
Or I would have built in a different square. But yeah, it would have made the warship play worse if Sigurd was there.
Yeah, I mean, Sigurd
Wulfar-
could have eaten a sword instead or something, just
Yeah.
to like have the health. But yeah, I mean, that's just like a funny note of like if that had been a Sigurd groove instead of a Wulfar groove, that actually would have been a really sick play. But
I guess, yeah. I was also wondering if it's more of an asphalt move to kill the CO or not kill the CO. And I decided that it was more of an asshole move to not kill the CO in the end.
I think
That's why I was doing other things first.
showing people that like where their very obvious flaws are in their play is actually really important.
Yeah, you're not gonna learn. I mean, it does help to learn how to play the game by playing like the middle and the late game, but like it also is important to learn pretty early on to make sure your CO has health, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, this happens when you try to aggress.
I know when
And-
we did the launch event, there was a moment where someone had a lethal like really early on in one of the games, and they didn't go for it because they were like doing showmanship. But I think that's like a different circumstance when it's kind of like a show match and both players are pretty good, like or both veterans. Whereas in this case, I think it's like, no.
Oh,
you
no.
can't-
Sneaky didn't say that lethal.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the lethal was there though, right?
Yeah. Which is weird. Like, Sneaky never misses lethal, but it was the one time he did.
But in this
It's
circumstance,
the
I think
correct
it's
time to miss.
yeah. I think in this circumstance, it's like this is the correct thing to do. It's a tournament. You want to like, kind of be like no mercy.
And also, I was thinking, it's not about mercy. If I don't kill there, what am I doing? Am I just gonna hold the game hostage? What if Wulfar keeps walking forward? Am I just gonna never let him know that you can't do that? Am I just gonna win
Yeah.
the whole map and just okay, I'm never killing you until I've
Just
killed all
kill-
your
yeah.
units? It feels like I'm BMing if I don't, just finish the game when I can finish the game.
Yeah. I mean, it looks, I think at this point, like you already have a unit lead. I'm pretty sure you have econ lead. It's with their CO so far apart, it's a little hard to form a plan and like, fight back. So,
I mean, it's a
There-
hard map to play for a newer player. There is naval.
yeah. There's a lot of mechanics you gotta look at.
Well,
You gotta know Air Trooper exists.
yeah. Well, we're gonna go to game 2. We're gonna see how that plays out.